Happy New Year and welcome to the Firearm Firm channel. Over this past holiday season, we got several calls from people who were having friends and family over for the holidays and they wanted to know what they needed to do with their firearms while children were in their home. As a father and a firearm enthusiast, I take this topic very seriously. So if you have firearms and children living in or visiting your home, please take the time to watch this video in its entirety. Currently, around 27 states, including Florida, have some form of child access prevention law or safe storage law. Florida has actually two different laws pertaining to the storage of firearms. The first is Florida Statute 790.174, which requires anyone who wants to keep a loaded firearm in their home to secure the loaded firearm in a lockbox or container with the trigger lock or in a location which a reasonable person would believe to be secured if they know or reasonably should know that a minor is likely to gain access to the firearm without the lawful permission of the minor's parent or the person having charge of the minor, or without the supervision that is required by law. If you fail to secure the loaded firearm as required per this statute and a minor gains access to your firearm and possesses or exhibits the loaded firearm in public or in a rude, careless, angry, or threatening manner, the owner of the firearm commits a second-degree misdemeanor, which is punishable up to 60 days in the county jail. The other Florida storage law can be found in Florida Statute 784.05, which is titled culpable negligence. This statute makes it a third-degree felony punishable up to 5 years in prison for anyone who by culpable negligence exposes another person to personal injury by storing or leaving a loaded firearm within the reach or easy access of a minor, and that minor uses the firearm to inflict injury or death upon themselves or any other person, unless the firearm was stored or left in a securely locked box or container, had a trigger lock, or was kept in a location that a reasonable person would have believed to have been secured. Also, you do not have to worry about being held accountable if the minor obtains the firearm because of an unlawful entry by any person. In other words, if kids break into your home and steal a firearm and kill somebody with it, you will not be held responsible for the minor's unlawful act. For the purpose of this statute, a minor is considered anyone under the age of 16. Now, both of these statutes can be easily summed up. If you want to keep a loaded firearm in your home and you have children or expect children to be in your home, such as visiting for the holidays, you need to secure your firearms in a safe, a locked box or container with the trigger lock, or put them in a place where the children cannot access them. If you don't have children in the home and you're not expecting children to be visiting, then you can leave a loaded firearm laying around anywhere you wish. Now, I know some of you are thinking to yourself, if I have my go-to gun secured, how am I going to have enough time to unsecure it if someone breaks into my house in the middle of the night? Listen, there are so many options out there for quick release locking devices. You just need to try different ones and find out which one works best for you. If you already have a favorite securing device, be sure to let us know what you have and what you like about it down below in the comments section. I know both statutes mention securing a loaded firearm in a location that a reasonable person would believe to be secured, but I strongly encourage everyone to store your loaded firearms in some kind of locking device like a safe or put a trigger lock on your firearms. Children are great explorers and they can find things that we as parents believe they won't. A prime example is Christmas gifts. Kids sooner or later find your secret hiding spot, so please don't chance it when it comes to loaded firearms. Lastly, both statutes only address securing loaded firearms and do not address unloaded firearms. But please, keep unloaded firearms also properly secured and out of the reach of children. I hope everyone watching this video found it to be informative. If so, be sure to click the like button. And if you have not already subscribed to the Firearm Firm channel, please take a moment to do so by clicking on that subscribe icon in the bottom right-hand corner of this video. As always, if you have any questions about this video or any other gun or self-defense related question, be sure to leave them down in the comments section below, or you can email your questions directly to us at questions@thefirearmfirm.com. Until next time, stay armed and educated.